Okay, so a couple days ago I went to see Saw X in theaters, and there's so many Saw movies that I really cannot keep track of the timeline and the story anymore, and it was a mess to begin with. The last couple Saw movies were not the greatest ones, to be kind. And going into this one, I always go into Saw movies just to see how they convolute and complicate the timeline and the story even more this time, and I just went in expecting to be disappointed, and to my surprise, this is one of the best Saw movies out there. Before this, my ranking for the Saw movies went Saw 1, 3, and 2, and now I think I'm gonna put this right after Saw 1, and it fits because in the timeline this goes after Saw 1. And something they did in this one that I really appreciated is that they brought back Tobin Bell like they always do, but this time they gave him the main role. They gave him the protagonist role, and it's a really cool thing they did for him, because he is really the best out of all of the performers in the Saw movies. He is pretty much the best. They bring back John Kramer, they bring back Amanda, and they've always had this mentor relationship, and this movie really relies on that part, and it's really fun. Another cool thing this movie does is that they make you root for Jigsaw, and more so than any other movie, because the people he goes after in this there are some really bad people that they prey on dying people. They give them false hopes and they steal all of their money, and it's just, they suck asshole. So you really want to see them fail. You really want to see them just die in the most horrific ways. There's like one of them, like you go, you could have spared them. You could have spared that one. You know, she's not that bad. But the rest of them are all bad. And in this one, there's like a main antagonist. Like there's a main bad guy that John Kramer actually faces. And that's an interesting dynamic, because in all the other ones, nobody really opposed him mentally. Nobody was like a step ahead of them. And in this one, this character actually is really smart and evil, like pure evil. The traps are fine. These are not my favorite traps in the Saw franchise. There's only so many ways you can actually torture people before it becomes, stale. And these traps are okay. They're entertaining to watch. There's one of them doesn't even happen. It's all like inside of John's mind. But the traps are like the frosting on the cake. The real engine of this movie is the story, and it's a pretty good story. There's some plot holes, there's some logic leaps that Saw movies are famous for, but they're not as present as in the previous Saw movies. I'm gonna talk some spoilers now, and if you don't want to know anything about this movie, you can skip right through this part, and if you don't mind, then yeah, here we go. Something that bothered me about this movie is that some of the characters, in fact, all of the characters, actually do the thing that they're supposed to do in order to survive, but they all die. They all just complete the tasks just like they're supposed to, just like they're told, and they die because they have basically no time to do it. It's like so little time, and they have to do this incredibly painful things under pressure, and they still fucking die. And that kind of bothered me, even though they're fucking assholes. If they won, they won. You gotta give it to them. They went through the process, the John Kramer's process of redemption, and they still died. Kind of fucked up. And the plot twist, like in every Saw movie, there's like a plot twist at the end where they kind of reveal what was really happening all the time. There's one here. It is kind of clever, but there's there's a risk they took that if one variable would have gone another way, then it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked at all. And yeah, it's Saw. but it's a good. I promise you guys, this is the better movie than the other Saw movies. I promise. Anyways, guys, those are my thoughts on the new Saw movie, Saw X. Have you seen it? What do you think about it? I want to hear it all in the comments below. Remember to follow me at Instagram at caffeine.prince98. I don't have Twitter because it doesn't exist anymore, and Facebook is for the memes. And that's my cat. See you later. Bye.